Hey Boston, what's going on? This is Jesse. This is going to be me doing a quick deck profile of my Zoodiac deck that I have currently. Please keep in mind I've only been playing the game for about 2.5 months. This is what I have built so far, and I just like to show you guys. Also, if there's any Bostonians that like to play the game, want to meet a few guys, and be able to play it a couple of times a week, there is a closed group called the Yugioh Boston. Leave me a comment if you're interested. It's just a bunch of guys. We make plans to hang out, play the game, grab a bite to eat, go to the tournaments on Saturday night. So if that's something you're interested in, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you to get you onto the site. So without further ado, I'll start it because I'm limited to a certain amount of time. This will be part one of the deck profile. This will be showing the cards. Part two, I'll show a couple of combos that I like to do and start with. So firstly, of course, I have two rapiers. We all know it hit the ban list recently, and it's down to two. Very important card for the deck. A lot of people like to normal summon it, send the trap card, Zodiac combo to the grave, and then of course it's a good opening card because you can just overlay with board bow, pop it, special summon the next rapier, and continue a combination. So it's a very good card of the deck, of course. It sucks that it's banned to two, but it doesn't mean the deck is dead. There's definitely ways around it. A lot of good Yu-Gi-Oh card meta decks even are two card combos, and with Rapier going down to two, a lot of the best combos in the Zodiac deck are just two card combos now versus one, so it's not terrible. Next, of course, you play 3 Terratop, 1 Tonka Tomborg. That's a very standard card, of course. Very good to start out with. First turn, no monsters, special summon it. We all know you get Tonka Tomborg, overlay, and especially with Zodiac cards, you go with MX Saber Invoker. You pop one of his materials, special summon the next Rapier that you need, continue on with the combination. Very useful. It's my favorite to open up with too because it gives you the best combination of the deck. Now next I play Coach Captain Bearman. For Zodiac deck players, it was a popular combination from what I've seen online anyways, and a lot of people thought that this combo was dead. It's really not dead with the Zodiac deck. You just need to really have or open up with a Zodiac Barrage and a Speed Droid Terratop. By opening up with that, you can from there go on with a combination that ends with Coach Trainer, and you get your +3 draw. I'm a fan of the Norden draw strategy too. It's a little more complex in this one. I do know how to do it. I do have the cards for it. There are other cards I'm waiting in the mail to come in that can kind of work with a combination a little better, so that's why I'm not playing it at the moment. Because I am waiting for those cards. But Norden's good too. I don't dislike it. Just right now, with the current cards that I have, Coach Trainer works a little better for me, so I continue with that. Maybe its downfall, which isn't that bad of a downfall, is the fact that to use the combinations like full potential, I do need a Beast Warrior monster in my hand. So I try to have as much as I can, of course. For the most part, it works out for the better, but I think having Norden would be more of a statistical better ratio, if you want to call it that way. I think I would be able to pull a combination off more likely than Coach Bearman, although pulling it in the first place isn't that difficult. But if Norden is that much better, of course, why wouldn't you want to play the better combination? Next, I play the Kaijus. Play a couple of them. I'm not even going to attempt to butcher their name. I'm still new. Maybe if I hear a couple of guys say the names a couple of times, I'll learn how to say it better. So yeah, I'm not even going to try to butcher the name. Being new, playing a lot of different decks, I'm noticing there are cards that have the ability not to be affected by card effects, and they can't be targeted, leaving me trapped sometimes. So the Kaijus being in there, obviously, it's a big help for me because I can just tribute them out the way, give them Kaiju, which is pretty easy to overcome. Some people have said to play 2, some 4. I just play the 2 for right now. I find them helpful. They've been working good for me. A card that I'm looking to get might be the what's that called? The Kaiju Interrupted Slumber, which basically combined with the Kaiju acts like a dark hole, which is really cool. Next, I play 3 Zoodiac Thoroughblades. I see online a lot of people will play 2. I understand why they play 2. For me, again, for my combos to be utilized at its best, I need a Beast Warrior in my hand. Thoroughblade is actually someone that I would search out with Zodiac Barrage if I'm opening it up with my favorite combo, and I would end up getting him to the graveyard using Tiger Mordor just before I get Trident, adding him to the material list, and having Whiptail so that I would have a pretty strong Trident ending with 2800 attack, which is really good. Next I have Giant Rat. I've been messing around with my deck this morning. I just put Giant Rat in for a moment, just because I needed 40 cards. Basically, when he dies in battles, he special summons a Rapier from my deck. So I have him in there just for the moment till I get some stuff in the mail, or when I decide to go through my binder and find something that works better. Because again, I am waiting for certain cards to come in the mail. Oddly enough, he's helped me a couple of times though. Zodiac Whiptail. I play 3 of them. Obviously that's pretty standard for any Zodiac deck. When he's attached to your XYZ, the effect that he gains, any monster that tried to battle him are going to get destroyed along with him. And not only do they get destroyed, but they get banished from the game, which is freaking awesome because every meta deck that I'm playing, they seem to have some type of graveyard effect that allows them to recycle their monsters so that they can redo their combinations, and Whiptail kind of breaks that chain and stops them from doing that because it banishes the monster from play. Let's see, I'm at 7 minutes. I don't have a lot of time at all, so I'm going to move a little quicker here. I'm going to move right to the Magic cards. I play Raigeki and Dark Hole. Dark Hole is just like a Raigeki. If you're going second, you play it, empty your opponent's field, and now you have a good chance at their life points. So why not play Dark Hole? I see a lot of people at the tournaments playing even 2 or more since they're not banned. Next, I play 3 Tenki. Like I said, it's very important for me to have a monster in my hand to utilize my combos at their max potential. So Tenki definitely helps me because it allows me to withdraw a Beast Warrior from my deck, increasing the ratio of having a monster in my hand at all time. And like I said, I've been playing this deck against myself all day, and I haven't had a problem for the most part having a monster in my hand or being able to retrieve a monster in my hand to use the combo at its best. So it's been working for me. Next would be, of course, 3 Zodiac Barrage. Just all around good. You can play it. You have to sacrifice a face-up card so you can pop itself and special summon a Beast Warrior monster from your deck. Or Zodiac Beast Warrior, rather. So obviously it's an awesome card. It's how you manage any combination in the Zodiac deck to its best. Next, I play 2 Twin Twisters. It seems to be standard with everyone. Some people play 3. I think it kind of overcrowds the deck to play 3. You can play 2. It says you can destroy up to 2 cards by discarding, so therefore it has multiple uses. You don't have to just destroy 2. You can destroy 1, making that card more usable. Next, I have 2 Fire Formation Tensus. I would play 3 if I had it. I'm waiting for 1 more in the mail, so when I get it, I'll definitely throw it in. And if you ever look and pay attention, really, Fire Formation Tensu combined with Tenki equals a Zodiac Barrage, basically. 2 Forbidden Callus, why not? Negate the effect of your opponent's monster. It gains 400 attack by doing so, but who cares? Its effect is probably very powerful and something that you want to negate in the first place. Imperial Order, I could take it or leave it. It's a favorite card when I was a kid. A lot of meta decks, and especially mine, rely on magic cards to pull off combinations, so that can stop an OTK right there, depending on what deck you're playing. Torrential Tribute. If anyone knows the exact way to use Torrential Tribute, please leave me a comment if you happen to be watching this. I used to think that it could only be a normal summon and then you can activate Torrential Tribute. Some people have told me that it could be a special summon and then you can activate Torrential Tribute. If anyone can clarify that for me, please do. Storming Mirror Force and regular Mirror Force. When I get my other Storming Mirror Force, that'll replace my regular Mirror Force. I like Storming better just because it sends it back to the hand versus to the graveyard. This prevents from graveyard effects being activated, causing monsters to be recycled back into their deck. So I'd rather send it to their hand than prevent their effects getting popped off because they're in the graveyard. You know what I mean? 2 Lost Wind. I've been seeing these cards played a lot more. I might replace them down the line. I don't know, because when I get my D barriers, I'll definitely be taking some stuff out. So who knows if Lost Wind might be one of them if I do. Lost Wind is still very good though. I love playing it. It targets their special summon monster, negates their effect, and cuts their attack in half. Once it goes to the graveyard, the next time your opponent plays a monster from the extra deck, it automatically gets set from your graveyard, then banished afterwards. 2 Solemn Strike, very self-explanatory. Even after I get every cards that I want, I'll still use Solemn Strike. Affect monsters, special summon monsters, negate them, destroy them for 1500 life points, I think is worth it. Raigeki Break, just because it's just a filler, it'll definitely get replaced. And Ultimate Providence. My thing about this card, it says when a spell, a trap card, or monster effect is activated, discard the same type of card, monster, spell, or trap, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. Not only does it negate the effect of that card, but it destroys it. Which, if you don't pay attention to your cards, can kind of screw you down the line, because it'll only destroy the card, not negate the effect, where this card does the job of both. So very good. 1 Borbo. Everyone plays 1 Borbo. I wouldn't even mind playing 2 Borbo, and I might actually, as I adjust everything, because it can attack life points directly. People seem to forget that, and it's won me some duels. 2 Tiger Mordors, so I can recycle the combos. 2 Zodiac Broad Bulls, so I can recycle. 2 Drident, so that I can recycle, plus Drident's just a man. I have 1 Digustal Emerald. 1's about to be at my house from the mail in a day or two. 2 Digustos is very important for the recycling, especially since you're down to 2 Rapiers. MX Saber Invoker. I think I'm going to invest in a second one, again, so I can recycle my best combos. Totem Bird, pop the materials, and then negate a spell or trap. Why not? Very awesome. I tend to be able to recycle my Speed Droids very well, and actually end up playing him after I'm in a duel that's lasting a while. Coach King Giant Trainer, best combo in my deck. That's my +3 draw right there. I love starting the duel off with that monster. That combination is awesome, and I've been starting off getting my 2 card combinations with it. Normally I need a Speed Droid and the Zodiac Barrage. Sometimes I'll get the combination of the Tenki Tensu, but ratio-wise, I've been drawing it pretty often, and it's been working awesome. And that +3, either I'm giving them damage on the life points with the monsters, or I'm pulling trap cards for a back row. Lastly, Castel, the Sky Blasting Musketeer. He's kind of like a Dryden almost, except the card gets shuffled into the deck versus destroyed. Alright guys, that's my deck profile. Thank you for watching. I know it was a little quick, but I only have a little bit of time, so I'm going to end the video here. If any Bostonians are interested in playing and talking to some guys to get together to play, leave me a comment and I'll get you set up with the closed Facebook page that is captioned Yugioh Boston. Again guys, this is Jesse. This is my current Zodiac deck. I'll update it as I update my deck. Later guys, thank you.